Hi everyone. Today it's April 23rd, Saturday, just 2 p.m. and I'm not standing. I'm sitting outside the park in my accommodation, Grand Tasman Hotel, to wait for my airport shuttle back to to Port Lincoln Airport in order to fly back to Sydney, as this trip, the 15th YOLO solo trip, also the 7th in the midst of COVID-19, sadly comes to an end, as you know, time really flies. So talking about the at least restrictions, you can see I'm not wearing mask because it's not compulsory in public outdoors here in South Australia, but yes, I will now wear it because later on when I'm taking the airport shuttle, because it's considered a public transport, so you have to wear a mask. So does inside the airport terminal, that is before you board the flight, and also during the flight as well. So I think the airport shuttle should come in around 15 minutes time, and then I will see you later in Port Lincoln Airport to fly from here, Port Lincoln, back to Sydney. See you there. Sorry, it might be a bit hard to see, but I'm actually flying the second one, Regional Express ZL4379 from Port Lincoln here to Adelaide. Wait, Adelaide? But I'm flying to Sydney. Well, basically, regardless of Qantas or Regional Express, there are no direct flights between Port Lincoln and Adelaide. And also secondly, fundamentally, if you travel interstate to and from Port Lincoln here, you would need to transit at Adelaide. So that means regardless of Qantas or Regional Express, you will still need to transit at Adelaide. And anyway, so yes, so that's why I will fly to Adelaide first, and this video will actually cover from Port Lincoln to Adelaide only. The next video after this one will then cover from Adelaide back to Sydney. And apparently the check-in counter is still not yet open, despite it's already few minutes past 2:30 in the afternoon here, which is around 1 hour before the departure. But apparently that it's because the coming flight ZL4378 from Adelaide here to Port Lincoln has not even arrived at Port Lincoln yet. Probably the flight from Adelaide, it's already in the air, but not yet arrived here at Port Lincoln. So that's why the check-in counter, it's still not yet open. One tip here at Port Lincoln Airport, so there is a cafe called Air Lounge, and you can head outside. Thankfully today's weather is pretty good, a bit cloudy but definitely not raining, a bit of wind as well, so you can head outside to do some plane spotting, although with only Qantas and Regional Express flying between Adelaide and Port Lincoln, there are really not many flights coming in and out. So anyway, you can do some sightseeing outside, but bear in mind this cafe and or this outdoor area, it's before security, so you need to bear in mind with the limits also before you clear security here at Port Lincoln Airport. That is the aircraft that I will be flying from Port Lincoln here to Adelaide. It just touched down, because from Adelaide, it's a Saab 340 registration number. It's VH-ZXQ. So it's also Saab 340 just like when I flew from Adelaide, not here, from Adelaide to Port Lincoln 2 days ago, and it's also AC, but this time it's actually finally 2A seats. Similarly, no coat hooks with a tray table that is not foldable and not extendable, and the seat pitch legroom 30 inches, seat width 18.5, seat pocket similarly information card, motion sickness bag, and magazine. Just realized there's actually no window in this 2A, but there is another window near here. So this is my, finally, actually 2A seat on this regional express Saab 340 aircraft.
Your full attention as I demonstrate the safety features of the Saab 340 aircraft, and please pause all electronic devices during this announcement. It is a requirement to follow crew instructions at all times. Please observe the fasten seatbelts and no smoking signs. Government regulation prohibits smoking on all domestic flights. This includes electronic cigarettes. As an added precaution, a smoke detector has been fitted in the toilet. Your seatbelt should now be firmly fastened low and tight around your hips. To tighten, pull the strap, and to release, lift the clasp. Ensure armrest down, try tables locked in the closed position, and that window blinds are fully open. As electronic devices can cause interference with aircraft systems, please ensure they have been switched to flight mode. Handheld personal electronic devices may continue to be used and must be held in your hand or placed in the seat pocket in front of you. Large electronic devices may be used during the cruise only when the fasten seatbelt sign has been switched off. Your aircraft has 4 clearly marked exits, 2 overwing exits in row 6 and 2 forward exits. The door through which you entered and the exit on the opposite side of the aircraft. Look around for your nearest exit, which may be located behind you. Also identify an alternative exit. If you are asked to leave the aircraft, all carry-on baggage must remain on board. Emergency lighting located throughout the cabin will help guide you to your nearest exit. The red exit lights, including escape path lighting, can be clearly seen from anywhere in the aircraft. Life jackets are kept under each seat. Pull the tab forward to release your life jacket. I'll now explain how to fit and use the life jacket. Take the jacket from the cover and unroll. Set the jacket over your head and secure the strap around your waist. To tighten, pull the strap. To inflate the life jacket, pull the red toggles. There are 2 mouthpieces for further inflation, a whistle to attract attention, and a light which will operate automatically in the water. Life jackets are not to be inflated until outside the aircraft. Infant and spare adult life jackets are carried on board, which I will distribute if required. In your seat pocket, you will find the cabin safety information card, which shows the brace position and other important information on what to do in the unlikely event of an emergency. Please read it carefully before we take off, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your flight. baggage or orange tag baggage will be available for your collection at the foot of the stairs. Your checked-in baggage will be available from the main terminal on baggage carousel number 2. Should you require further transport, taxis, hire cars and buses are available. A crew member will escort you into the terminal. On behalf of Captain Tom Wilkinson and your crew, would like to thank you for travelling with Rex today.